Going for it does not mean that you just claim that you're going to make a certain amount of money and then that's it. Going for it means that you are going to radically step into your next level in business simply because you can. You don't have to have a reason to go for it other than because you can, because it's actually possible for you. And something has landed around Freedom Queen more than it's ever landed before, which is this. When I first started Freedom Queen, all I did was start it by believing that I could do something different in this world. And despite everybody else around me saying that's a scary choice, that's a decision that I would never make, blah, 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 all their excuses and negativity, internally, I chose to set myself free. And when you are going for it, you will blow past everybody else. Why? Because you've internally set yourself free. My entire business, I have not cared what everyone else is doing. I have not cared what my mentor was doing. I have not cared what other people in a mastermind are doing. I don't care what my clients are doing. It's always been, what do I actually want to be doing? Who are you outside of everyone else's validation? Because that's not actually freedom. Freedom is not, you're not free if every move you make, you're questioning because you're wondering if you're going to have backlash or if you're going to get exhausted or if it's not, you're not actually setting yourself free and operating in the Freedom Queen way when you choose to do something and then you say, yeah, but. Oh, yeah, but I can't charge that much. Yeah, but, oh, I can't make $1 million this year. Yeah, but, oh, I'm not there yet. Yeah, but so-and-so has never done that before. So that's not freedom. Freedom is, and the piece of Freedom Queen way, is you internally deciding to not worry or care about what other people are doing. Freedom is setting your own self free and deciding to remove any sort of chains or doors or mindsets that have kept you small and held you back for so long. That's freedom. Freedom is deciding to cut the cords, cut the ropes of all the things that keep you to where you are. And some of you, you want to fly, you want to go for it, but the things that are keeping you where you're at right now are things like worrying about what your clients are going to think of you if you go for it. Your clients, newsflash, they want you to win. Your clients want you to win in a big way. Actually, they're going to leave you if you don't go for it. They will. They'll go find somebody else that's going for it. They want to watch you. When you go for it, it's the energy of watch me. Watch me go for it. So when I first I'll never forget this, I was on a call with somebody, and this was the very beginning. I just quit my job, and I was like, I just quit my job, and I'm going to work for myself. And this person was like, whoa, I could never do that. Like, wow, that's so scary. And I'll never forget, I hung up the phone with her and I said, yeah, but you're not me, so watch me. I'm going to go for it. And that is how I've always been. When I first went to school and majored in dance, I'll never forget, people were like, well, what are you going to do with a degree in that? How are you going to make money from that? And I would always say to them, you're not me. Watch me. I do what I want, and I'm going to be richer than you with using my degree. I don't know what you're going to be doing with yours. And that was true. I then went on to New York City and used my degree. Most people didn't never use their degree again. Do you have the energy of watch me? Or is your energy you're watching everybody else? Do you have the energy of you're going for it? Or is the energy you're going for it on the outside, but internally you're tied down to what everybody thinks of you, to what everybody else has done? You're tied down to the worries of what will happen if you get so big, but you're not even close to getting so big. You're so worried about getting so big, you're not even close to getting big. The worry of getting so big is self-sabotaging you from even getting big. You're so afraid of that next big level. So you're spending more time being afraid of that next big level than actually doing the work to get to that level. Less time focused on saying you're going for it, and more time going for it and then saying to yourself, now watch me go for it. And then actually do the 10K, the 50K, the 100K, the 200K, the 500K, the $1 million plus months. Everyone's gonna at first look at you and say, oh, I don't believe you're gonna do that. But you internally say, mother effers, watch me. Watch me do this. This has been me since day one. Since day one I started in my business. I'm going to do 100K this year. Boom, does 100K. I'm going to host a retreat in a castle next year. Boom, host a retreat in a castle. I'm going to do $1 million cash my next year. Boom, does $1 million cash my next year. I'm going to do a conference next year. Boom, doing my conference. I'm going to do 200K cash months. Boom, does 200K cash months. So you can say to yourself, you're going for it. But until you actually move and play like the player that you're meant to be playing at, you're not going to move at that. You're not going to be at that level. You're never going to be at that level if you continue to move that way. If you continue to move like 99% of how everyone is moving, you are going to play at that same level. So if you have the same problems as them, congratulations, you're always going to be at their level. You have the same mindset as them, you're always going to be at that level. Did you actually come to play the game and win, or did you just come to like throw the ball around and stay in the sidelines? Did you come to the show to be the star of the show with the spotlight and reach the masses and make a huge difference in this world and get your voice out there? Or did you come to stand in the sidelines like you're in dress rehearsal, you're an understudy, you never get the star of the show? People that work with me, you're the star of the show. You're the big. You're the 1%. And for those of you that are listening to this, close proximity clients, clients inside of the headquarters, clients coming to Freedom Queen Live, clients in the mastermind, private clients, close proximity clients. You are meant to be the leading role, the star of the show, your name in lights. You're the famous one. You the speaking. You getting your word out there in however way you want to. However, you do it however you want to do it. That's what a real icon does. An icon does it in the way that they want to do it. They don't blame other people. They're not like, oh, well, Sally told me to do it this way, and I did it that way, and now I don't like it. Take ownership. Do it the way that you want to do it, but trailblaze, but go forward, but pioneer. You don't need to do it their exact way. You can do it in your own way. And that's what makes an icon, that's what makes the 1% the 1%. They're doing it differently, and they're doing it they're in their own way. And that's why when icons come together, it's equal. It's you're powerful, I'm powerful, let's have a conversation. That's it. There's not even a competition, because you're truly the two of you operating in your own league. There's room for all of you. And some of you, you're putting yourself underneath of other people. And the more that you do that, the more you've blocked your success. So since the beginning of time, since I started my business, the reason why I've grown it the way I've grown, the reason why I outgrow spaces constantly, the reason why I always go to the top of every single room that I'm in, the reason why I trailblaze past everyone, pioneer past everyone, make more money, outgrow people, continue to pass them, is because I have the mindset of someone who goes for it. And then not only the mindset, but the follow through and the resiliency to move forward no matter what, and truly see the game for the game. There's an area where some people, they're saying they're going for it, but they're delusional. They're delusional, and not in a good way. I don't mean delusion like they're delusional. They believe in a big way. I mean they're delusional. You're trying to win the game while you're not even acknowledging how the real game is played. You're not even paying attention to how people move. You're still operating in yeah, but. When really, deep down in your soul, if you think about it, you're like, yeah, but I came here to win. Yeah, but I'm the 1%. Yeah, but watch me go for it, and then watch me actually do it. Watch you go for it, and watch you actually do it. This is what I do with my clients. This is why my close proximity, my mastermind clients, my private clients, people coming to Freedom Queen Live, they're not all talk, they're action. They're flying from around the world to get to Freedom Queen Live. They paid $25,000, $45,000, $100,000 to be in spaces with me because they know that when they're around people that are going for it and then actually do the thing that's going to make them more money and grow, it will happen. It will happen. And so I want you to really consider and think about this message here. Are you so afraid of going for it and how big you're going to get that you don't actually go for it? And you're worried that if you get so big, you're not going to be able to hold it, when in the reality is you're not even close to that yet. And so you might as well go for it simply because you can, and then you'll actually find out what it takes. And then you'll actually realize, holy moly, you're just getting started. This has been my experience of business. When I hit my first 100K, I'm like, oh my God, 100K is really, really nothing. And then I hit my first multi-six figures in a year, and I was like, whoa, multi-six figures is really nothing. And then I hit my first $1 million in a year. I'm like, this is nothing. And then I've done consistent 100K cash months, now consistent 200K cash months. We're going towards 300K cash months, 500K cash months, $1 million cash months. And I'm sitting over here going, this is absolutely nothing. Do you know why? And I'm not saying like, oh, that's no money. Well, a part of me is actually saying that it is actually no money. It's nothing. Do you know why I'm really saying that? Is because when you actually turn on and go for it and you say, watch me, you don't even realize what you're actually capable of. Majority of you listening to this, actually I would say 100% of you listening to this, you don't even know what you're capable of. You don't know what you're capable of until you're out in the field fighting. Until you're out in the ring getting punched in the face. Until you're out on stage and you're like, hello everyone, I'm here, I've arrived, and the show is on and the lights are on and you have your hair and makeup done and you're on the stage and you're there standing in front of thousands of people, the best performance of your life. You don't actually know what you're capable of until you're there. And way too many of you are allowing the fears from people, from outdated things to stop you. And I've never been that way. If I've heard somebody say something to me like, oh, I'm scared of that, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not scared of that. I'm going to do it anyways. Oh, that's too much. Okay, well, I'm going to do it. Oh, I would never invest in that. Yeah, that's why you're at where you're at. Oh, I would never fly around the world. Oh, I can't come because I'm going to be here. Well, okay, well, I'm going to go because if you're not going to go, there's got to be one winner, and so I'm going to win. Oh my gosh, you're investing in her again? I would never do that. Like, I don't need a mentor. Okay, great. You can stay where you're at that income level, but I'm going to grow. Oh, okay, yeah, can't do that? Yeah, well, I'm going to do it. So, and then people wonder how I got to where I am today. And then they're like, how did you get to 200K cash months? How did you go from 20K cash months to 200K cash months? And you're doing it in such a short amount of time, and you're still growing and growing and growing. And I'm just getting started. Watch me go to $1 million cash months. Watch me host the world's best conference in the world and then do it year after year after year. And then one day I'll be on stage at year 25, Freedom Queen Live. I'm like, welcome to the 25th annual Freedom Queen Live. Watch me. And then people will wonder, how did you get here? And I'm like, go back to that audio message back when I sent in July of 2024. I said, watch me go for it. So you can entertain everybody else and what they're saying and what they're doing and how they're showing up, or you can actually find out what you're capable of. What are you actually capable of? Mark my words, between now and Freedom Queen Live, people are going to be transformed. You're going to look in the mirror and say, I don't even recognize you. I don't even recognize you physically, energetically, mindset-wise, how you're showing up for your business, because you've chosen to actually go for it.